Interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making drive or almost too much club, or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we're going to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Seems to like it. Good for the back part of the green. Birdie try up next. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Great shot. Get the birdie. Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Now, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
This one has a chance to be close. Big swing right there, and a great result, and now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Back here now at the 12th hole, par 4, 439 yards, Frank, to the center of this green off the black tees.
And if the breeze blows left to right, this hole plays very hard. One of the reasons why, just through the fairways littered with bunkers. So not only do you have to pick the right line, but somehow you've got to get that ball the right distance as that hole bends completely to the left. Rather interesting shaped green here at 12.
This is a stiff test, no doubt.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
So a tester from 4 feet.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Second from an excellent lie. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That was a solid strike and a good result. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green. That the only problem is if you go long.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
What a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
The round continues at Lighthouse Point, and Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
Frank, this game has taken us all over the world to some absolutely beautiful spots, and this is one of the prettiest I've seen in a long time. The cliffs at Lighthouse Point along the eastern coast of Maine.
Yeah, it's always fun when we head up in the northeast area. Golf's been in this area for a long, long time. This golf course hasn't. Rather than new design by Brandt and Patel, and it's lengthy, 7,700 yards. You'll get to hit just about every club in the bag, so good test today.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Sit down, get down.
Oh, this is going.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Score that a birdie. Now at the fifth hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, just sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker, short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly.
She's ended up on the fairway and with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Second shot. Good look at the green. Good looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
Moving on to hole number 6, par 3 of 198 yards. Par 3 sixth is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Good putt. Seventh hole at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards, Frank. Are you happy if you walk out of here with anything other than birdie?
If you hit the fairway, you definitely should be looking at birdie. But the biggest problem here is to decide, Rich, what club to hit off the tee. You could hit a multitude of clubs here. Further up you go, the narrower this fairway gets.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Chance to get it close here. This is how the game is supposed to be played. This has been just outstanding. Beautiful to watch. And Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down. If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Now another par 3. We're at the 8th. Frank, it's only 165 yards.
It is, but when you look at the green, you can see how narrow it is. Actually, the green is nearly a figure 8, so it's obviously the right number hole. Bunker's sort of short leftish and that little pocket area on the right, so it'll punish anything left or right, even though the hole's just that meager yardage.
Frank, did you just see that?
She just made an ace, Rex. Amazing.
Hole in one. Yes.